Morning to my dear students. Hope you all are well. I, Harita Malani, working as an assistant professor in Electronics and Communication Department of MLB Textile Engineering College, Bhilwara. Today I am discussing one new topic of information theory and coding subject. Topic name is convolutional codes and their decoding. So we'll start with convolutional code. These are the outlines given which I will discuss in my next lectures. Convolutional encoder, convolution codes, how it is represented. It is represented by using generator representation, state diagram, tree diagram and trellis diagram. If we are having encoder, then there must be a decoder. So decoding of convolution codes is also to be understood and to be studied properly. So decoding includes sequential decoding and Viterbi algorithm decoding. Next, advantages of convolution codes and practical examples of convolution codes. So till now we have discussed many forward error correction codes like block parity codes, Hamming codes, interleaved codes and convolutional codes. So these are different codes. After coding the data, we will send it through the transmission channel. All different codes are having their different pros and cons. Some are very easy to design. Some are used for error detection. Some are used for error correction process. So these coding techniques are for forward error correction. Next, introduction to convolutional codes. Convolutional codes are introduced by Ilyas in 1955. Convolutional coding is a popular error correcting coding method used to improve the reliability of communication system. A message is convoluted and then transmitted into a noisy channel. We all know message is convoluted, it is transmitted into a noisy channel. This convolution operation encodes some redundant information into the transmitted signal, thereby improving the data capacity of the channel. Convolution codes are error detecting codes used to reliably transmit digital data over unreliable communication channel system to channel noise. In continuation, the convolution codes map information to code bits but sequentially involve the sequence of information bit according to some rules. So we have to follow some rules to encode the data. The convolution coding can be applied to continuous data stream as well as to blocks of data, whereas the block codes can be applied only for the block of data. Initially, we have studied Hamming codes, that are the block codes, linear block codes in which we can transmit only blocks of data. Then we studied cyclic codes which uses polynomial generation and data is transmitted. Convolution code, we have this benefit. It can transmit streams of data as well as blocks of data can be transmitted. Convolutional encoder. So we will start with encoding process. So encoder is a FSM, that is finite state machine, which process information bits in a serial manner. Convolutional encoding of data is accomplished using a shift register and associated combinational logic circuits. See, we have to design encoder. We have designed encoders in LBC codes, in cyclic codes, where we use different shift registers modulo to addition operation. So similarly here also we will design encoders by using this registers and adders. A shift register is merely a chain of flip-flops. We all know, we have studied in digital electronics subjects what is shift register and how it is designed. So it is a chain of flip-flops. Every time the active edge of the clock occurs, the input to the flip-flop is clocked through to the output and thus the data are shifted over one stage to other stage. In convolutional code, the block of encode bits generated by the encoder in a particular time instant depends not only on the block of key message bits within that time instant but also on the blocks of data bits within a previous span of n-1 time instant. So what is the major difference in convolution code and other codes? Here I am having key message bits. Likewise, we had n, k cyclic codes or n, k block codes. So n, k 7, 4 if I consist of your message bits, then k message bits are transmitted, but it will require the previous data bits also to generate a new code word. So it is mentioned over here within that time instant, but also on the block of data bits within a previous span of n-1 time instant. So this is very important. A convolution code with constant length n consists of an n stage shift register SR and a modulo 2 adder N and V modulo 2 adder. So we have to design encoder, so we should know what should be the length of shift registers, how many modulo 2 adders are required, that should be known to us. This is one basic example of convolutional encoder. Here there are three states S1, S2 and S3. Two modulo adders. These three states are shift registers where the data will shift from S1 to S2 to S3. Okay, when we give one clock cycle, outputs are V1 of D and V2 of D. Two outputs are there. Input is a continuous stream of data bits. First bit will be loaded to S1. At that time S2 and S3 will be 0. Initially all this flip-flop will be resetted. 0 0 0 will be the data. After that during the first input cycle, just S1 will be having the first input, others will be 0 0. Then this modulo 2 operator will be having inputs from first V1D is having inputs from S1 and S3. If S1 is 1, 1 plus 0 will be my modulo 2 operation output of V1 of D. V2 of D consists of S1 mod, S2 mod, S3. All these three will be added and I will get the second bit of my output. Input 1 bit will be shifted, outputs at that instant we will get 2 bit of output. Is it clear? So here what we will say, N is equals to 3. N is equals to 3 number of shift registers and V is equals to 2 number of modulo 2 adders used. The message bits are applied at the input of the shift register SR. The coded digit stream is obtained at the commutator output. These are commutators or modulo 2 output. Samples the V modulo 2 adders in a sequence once during each input bit interval. Is it clear to you? This is a basic convolution encoder in the question. Generally, this kind of encoders will be given to you and then you have to encode the output data bit. So we will start with convolution encoder. Assume that the input digits are this. This is one of the example how to design. 1010 are the input digits. Find the coded sequence output for figure given below. See, this is the figure of state diagram and the figure we have illustrated it over here. This is figure A of convolutional encoder. Now we will design this figure. So convolutional encoder, initially the shift registers are 0 0 0. I have told when the first message bit 1 enters the SR, then S1 is 1, others will be 0 0. So V1 and V2 will be 1 1 and the coder output is 1 1. When the second message bit 0 enters the SR shift registers, S1 is 0, S2 is 1, S3 is 0. Then output will be accordingly V1 and V2, 1 and 0. Next 1 0 1 output will be 1 and 0 and the coder output is 0 0. After that, when the fourth message bit 0 enters the shift registers, the coder output is 1 0. So the coded output sequence is this. All these bits are combined for that particular data bit. This is my input 10104 bit input and the output sequence is 11100010. So it consists of total 8 bits. So next, today we will wind up over here. In next class we will discuss next topics. Thank you students.